Right next to me, I have Karl and Karl.
How many times have we
Yeah,
done this?
I know, no, just so many. But anyway, he's the president of the Friends of the Library. And if you've ever been to the library and you see all that list of great programming, really, the Friends of the Library is responsible for much of it.
All of it.
Not just much, all of it. Did you hear me? All of it.
All of it.
So you do the computer classes and everything?
Computer classes, we have a library pass program. Which,
I love that.
Which you
which
can
would
stop
get into my side.
with a library card.
Yeah.
All you need is that. Free, as you mentioned, computer training. We have children's programs, adult programs, noon programs every week.
You do the
for
movies and...
Movies every week for 9 months, every year.
You mean without the Friends, we would not have any of that?
Probably not, because you would have to depend on the county budget.
Oh, we'll forget that.
And we forget that all the time.
Yeah.
We have become probably the most productive
Well, I
group
know that because
in the library world.
Well, I think so because people have commented to me, "Are you kidding? You have your library, really?" And they're just struggling to find out how to get a few books on the shelf. And here you do all of this.
Yeah, we started out 50 years ago. We're celebrating our
50th
50th anniversary,
Yay!
right. Rita will talk about that in a minute. Fred McChesney, some of you know the McChesney Room. Fred and some friends decided that the library up on Seward Place was too small.
Yeah, and I remember that one.
They came to the county, which was, I guess, the Board of Supervisors at that time, said, we need a new library downtown. The county said no. Fred and his friends got together. They generated thousands and thousands of signatures. The next time the county met, they agreed to build a library.
How wonderful.
And that's grown since. Since then, we have started our book sales in 1973.
Incredible.
Thousands and thousands of books. We also employ, for no pay, over 300 volunteers for every one of our big book sales. We've started a bookstore in
Whitney bookstore,
2002, Whitney on the corner of Clinton and Union.
You can sell them online.
Well, that's the next step, is what we did. The bookstore, we have over 100 clerks volunteering, 18 shifts a week, 7 days a week. The online book sales have really taken off, and we have most recently established a Junior Friends, which is mainly for youth 13 to 18, and they will be very evident in all of our activities.
Now, you've got a 50th anniversary, so we need to find out, first of all, what are you doing for your celebration?
We have a very exciting event planned for Sunday, starting at 1:30 at the Central Library, and we hope that many of you out there listening to this will join us. John will do some introductory remarks and then introduce our director, Kim Bradley.
January 10th.
January 10th, that's right. And then we will also have some remarks from the junior friends who will be there acting as greeters and pass out some literature that we'll have available. Janice Walz with our Beat the Snow program.
The music lady.
The music lady.
You're chair of the music committee.
Will be also speaking and inviting people to go over to the McChesney Room for the Beat the Snow program. So that's January 10th, our first event starting at 1:30. And we have a really wonderful new banner that's going to be displayed in the library that will be hung all year with a logo saying celebrating programs, progress, and service, which are three key terms that really kind of epitomize what the Friends are all about. All the programs that we've already mentioned, the progress, the funding that the Friends have provided that have moved the library forward with the mezzanine, with the branch, and then service, which of course all our dedicated volunteers who work so hard to make everything possible.
Now I know
these are our buttons.
I love your buttons.
I have one for you.
Thank you. And I will be wearing it because I love the library.
Yes.
But I want to also touch on Janice Walz, who is the chair of the committee, the music committee, and she's going to tell us a little bit about some of the concerts that you have
coming up. Beat the Snow concert series. So it starts January 10th, and it will be every Sunday except February 7th, because there's a book sale, so it kind of
Yeah,
takes
well,
up the
you
place.
got- yeah.
But it'll run January, February, and March. And we have wonderful, wonderful people. We've got a
got some
couple
photos,
slides.
so I think they're gonna bring those
But
up.
this Sunday, it's very exciting. One of our largest audience was the Route 55 Brass Quintet with Baron
They're-
Germain.
no, that's the musicians
That-
of Malwick.
and here you have the musicians of Malwick. You know, you normally pay $25, $30 to go see them.
Absolutely.
Come on their day, which is going to be January 31st, and you can see them for free.
Yeah.
So, all good.
Wait a
here's-
minute, compliments of the Friends of the Library,
Yes,
by the way.
yes.
By the way,
Well, you know,
absolutely.
these people volunteer their time.
Yeah.
And so this is their way to give back and be of service. But the group Route 55, they had the biggest audience this last year.
Really?
And they are a superb brass quintet. So you've got Barrett Germain on the tuba, Justin Hoffman trumpet, Ben Richard trumpet, Kara Pangburn horn. I love it. Horn. It used to be French horn. It's horn. And since I'm French, it's like, what happened to the French? But, you know, just it's horn. And Ryan Pangburn, her husband. And I have to tell you, last time they showed up, it was just before Oscars. They all came, of course, lovely dressed, and the guys in the tuxedos and things. And they did a little bit of the music themes of various movies that
Movie
were
theme,
up
yeah.
for Oscars and things like this.
cool.
What a riot. It was very, very good. And this time on the Sunday show, Sunday, January 10th, and the actual concert will start at 2:30. They're going to be providing us with little excerpts of music over the last 50 years.
Oh my gosh.
But we have wonderful people. We have Etude Club will be here. Malcolm will be playing a sing-along.
Hey, Malcolm.
Yeah. And we will have...
He's our cameraman right now.
Yes. Carla Metz is coming in to do some jazz. So lots of variety of music, classical, jazz, sing-along, fun to do. Every Sunday afternoon, 2:30 at the McChesney Room.
This, you know, and I've just said this, the Friends of the Library, I mean, you really are friends of the library. That really means a lot to you. I mean, you're really dedicated to providing music. The book reviews are
Everything.
book sandwiched in are
Exactly.
wonderful. And then there's always this smattering of really great little events that come up with, like when Philip Morris read from Matilda,
Yes,
you know.
yes.
I mean, those are really great events that bring people out, and there are many people that homeschool their kids, so I'm sure that they
Definitely.
really appreciate what you do.
Right. Well, the thing is, well, it's a privilege for us to work with the Friends and work with the library. We can't ignore the fact that the library has probably the most dedicated staff of any group.
Absolutely.
Overworked, underpaid,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
And the Friends are there to be their support system.
Yeah,
And I just wanted to add one thing too, because I could go on for 18 hours, but I won't.
well, we got another guest coming up.
You're right.
All right.
For the people watching, check our website. We have every newsletter for 50 years in that website.
Oh,
So
stop.
if you want to find out what's going on with the Friends, what has gone on, check the website. It's really great.
I'll bet you'll see a real
And like us on Facebook.
On
like us
Facebook.
on Facebook.
like social media.
Social media.
Yeah.
Chris Witkowski, our web mistress and newsletter editor, does an incredible job of
Exactly.
keeping that up to
love
date
that.
with events, with photos, and with our
yeah,
story.
And you can sign up for their newsletter because you can pick it up at the library, but
Yes.
I love it because I can bring it up as a PDF file and have it right there.
Sure. Yes.
And then I get all because I list free events on my weekly mailing, and I always try to include your free
You do,
events.
you do. We
because
appreciate that.
this is such a great resource. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know how else to say this.
Well, John just got done doing multiple week session himself, talking about art and history,
And music
which was
and
very,
history.
very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have multi-talents, and we all multitask.
I know.
And it's just such a joy.
Who retires anymore?
Well, I
we
was
just have good fun.
We can retire to volunteer
I
with
was-
the
Exactly.
friends.
That's what I say.
Exactly.
Just do it.
I was telling a young lady here, I said, I retired from work 20 years ago. one of these days I'm going to stop working.
I know. I'm with you.
Okay.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I want to thank you all
But
for
hopefully
being
not
here.
yet, John.
No,
I want to
no.
thank you all for being here, and please check out Beat the Snow and all the programs. Go to their webpage, Friends of the Library, Friends of
SCPL.
Anyways, it's on my webpage, and it's on Facebook too. So check it out.
January 10th.
And January 10th, be there or be square. That's the old thing. Great. We're going to take just a very quick break, and we're going to have Peter Young come on, and we're going to be talking about the Eddy Geriatric Center and find out what they're up to and what they're doing and how perhaps they can serve you. Stay tuned.